Have you ever buttoned something so easy to use you didn't need to read the manual to get it to work? If you're like me, you enjoy things that are painstakingly simple. I don't want to have to read a 10-page setup guide in broken English and 6-point font in the hopes I can get some cheap LED strip lights I bought from Amazon to work. And as weird as it might sound, your LinkedIn is similar. But instead of cheap LED strip lights, on LinkedIn, you're the product. And hopefully, you're not cheap. So if you're the product on LinkedIn, your LinkedIn headline is the product description. And it's one of the first things people will notice on your profile. As a job seeker, you're selling the skills that you can provide to a company. When they read it, you want it to be incredibly easy for them to understand exactly what you do. Because it's at that moment that they're going to decide to keep reading, to engage with you, or to leave your profile completely. And if reading your headline makes someone feel as confused as I do when assembling IKEA furniture, you're going to miss out on opportunities every single day. Today, I'm going to take you through the exact process you can use to create an effective yet simple LinkedIn headline. I'm also going to share some huge mistakes that hundreds of thousands of LinkedIn job seekers are making on their headlines. And at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can download the LinkedIn Headline Builder, which I will give to you absolutely free. So stick around, hit the like and subscribe. Let's jump in. Let's start with 5 common LinkedIn mistakes that people make. The first is using phrases that are inherently focused on your need to find a job, but they come across as uncompelling, needy, and desperate. These are phrases like open to opportunities, seeking new opportunities, aspiring, unemployed. See, recruiters aren't going to be searching these when they're looking for candidates, so it puts you at a huge disadvantage to use your headline for those types of words. Plus, there's a ton of other ways that you could signal to a recruiter that you're open to work within the LinkedIn settings. The second is not using the entire space. Within the past year or so, LinkedIn upped the character count. I believe it was at 120 characters before, but now it's at 220 characters. And sometimes I'll still see LinkedIn headlines with 1 or 2 words. This space at the top of your profile is free real estate for your personal brand.
It's free real estate.
We'll go over exactly what to put there later in the video, but just know if you only have a few words in the headline, you're missing out on a great opportunity to add keywords that could come up in searches. The third is lack of targeting. This may mean you have too many different roles or industries or types of companies or focuses that make it truly confusing to know what it is that you do and why it is that I should reach out to you. Yeah, I understand. You've got a lot of talents and you may have a diverse background, but what you need to do is focus on what do you want to do as your next step and frame your LinkedIn profile as that. I'll talk a little bit about that again later in this video. The fourth is using random or esoteric words and phrases. Now, you may understand what it is that you've put in your LinkedIn headline, but using terms and language that isn't common isn't going to help you. I understand you may think that you're a ninja, but no one is going to be searching that word. So think about the things that companies are going to actually search and position yourself to be that exact thing. Using these kinds of terms and phrases is like doing a comedy special, but only telling inside jokes that you have with a friend. No one else is in on it. The last is having your current job title and company in your headline. This is especially if you're trying to change jobs, change industries. As a job seeker in general, you want to stand out from others. This format is how most people describe themselves in their headline, and it's the default for LinkedIn. It will actually automatically put that there if you don't change it. So you don't give yourself any inherent advantages by putting your role and your company in there. You just really lose the chance to describe the breadth of your value beyond just the company that you work for and the current role that you're in. And especially if you're transferring into a new role, you should have the things that more so fit for that new role rather than your current title. Now let's go into what makes a great LinkedIn headline for job seekers. First, I want you to think about framing your experience and who you are. And your headline in general should contain a variety of keywords for specific roles, for industries, for outcomes you deliver, for key performance indicators, metrics, types of companies that you help. These different things should be present in a headline. But you also don't want the headline to just reflect what you've accomplished in the past or who you are. You want it to look like who you want to become. This doesn't mean to lie or fake it till you make it many means, but if you're looking to change roles in industries especially, you want to take the most relevant and transferable experiences, skills, achievements from your past, and you want to fit them into a narrative for what it is you want to do in the future or in your next role. Here's a really good example from one of Austin Belcak's posts, who runs Cultivated Culture. Now, as you can see here, it says marketing manager, SaaS apps, driving growth from 0 to 15K users in 6 months without spending a dime on ads. Now, what I like about this one, he's got the keywords for the role, the industry, and he uses an accomplishment that not only drives curiosity, but social proof. So when a recruiter is looking at different types of roles and he sees this one up against someone who just has the company and the role in their headline, this one stands out because it is so different and unique. I also have a really awesome interview with Austin. I'm gonna link that here. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see that in the upper right corner. But there are so many more ways to structure your LinkedIn headline, especially as a job seeker. What I'm gonna do is leave a free download below. Now, this is gonna be called the LinkedIn Headline Builder. It's gonna give you a range of examples, word for word templates, and a process for creating your own LinkedIn headline. So here's what I want you to try for yourself. The first thing you wanna do is find job listings that fit the next role that it is that you want to do. Now, especially for remote roles, a great place to do that is Flex Jobs. I did a Flex Jobs review, which I will leave in the top here if you're on YouTube, that you can find as well. And once you've done that, for the next steps, download the free LinkedIn Headline Builder that is going to be located below. It gives you full instructions on how to create an exact headline for your LinkedIn profile for job seekers. So it's a really awesome resource. So take advantage of that. And until next time, keep wondering you're not lost.